stuff, so identify every asset that you have signed. I just need to see if I can provide sort of cross access of the borough to the system. And the information. So there's not. Let's get all of us. Who knows about that? They sent some, correct, I told you about
Yeah, they wanted money. I had to money.
I can't go.
Okay, see, I think. But I had so when you count, so we'll then so let's see. Should we follow the Yeah. Okay. And that conservation. That's the time. Would be a. That's fine, but I just want to make sure. Fine, so let you know.
I'm sorry. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. He said, I was
Any questions? This question. It said, eventually it comes back.
I just want to know if the resident.
On the side. Is there a reason? I mean, we use that.
He wants to know that. Yeah, so, the car and then.
Of course.
We know that I tell them.
That's what. Right? All right. Call order this regular meeting of the Borough Council. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. This meeting is being held in compliance with New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, advertised in the retrospective report downstairs, all official purpose media channels, and ask for when this is present here in the building this evening. If you have a cell phone, please put it on silent. Speak to somebody while conducting business. Please do so outside council chambers.
Mr. Benjamin.
Here.
Mr. Fitzgerald.
Present.
McLean.
Here.
Mr. Carno. Mr. Raza.
Here.
Mr. Woods.
Here.
We have quorum.
Thank you very much. First item on the agenda is the public portion of the meeting. Any public who wishes to come forward to speak on any topic over the state your name, address, or for the record.
My name is Samara Bilby Cruz. I come from the WOW Center. I'm just here to inquire about an application we submitted for the Community Outreach Day on July 23rd, 2025.
Mrs. Calloway reached out to you because there was an issue with having it on the street? Because, did she reach out to you?
She did reach out, we just had some questions about not having, she mentioned we couldn't have the street. She said no, bike path, we just had some questions in reference to including a, corridor body in the parking, there's like 4 parking spaces adjacent to the bike ride. And we wanted to see if that would be possible, since we're gonna have since there were some adjustments to the application, we wanted to inquire about making some adjustments to the, application ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, you can certainly make adjustments and then call us back, because we were waiting for, I was under the impression you were coming back with an amended application, because we couldn't close the street. Because it was they had to have fire access because of the Phoenix Center.
Okay, we attempted to connect with her via email, that has been unsuccessful.
Okay.
So maybe I need to come in person.
Yeah, I will reach out and have her reach out tomorrow. And make sure you can meet on us at the park or something.
That's
Leave it
okay.
right here and get in touch with you. The good thing is it doesn't necessarily require our approvals. These things can be approved administratively. So once they work,
Okay, that
All right.
sounds great. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too. Okay, Moving on, I move to approval of minutes at council meeting from May 12th. And every president, Mr. Strasser, can vote on these. I have a motion. So that Joe Woods first, Mr. Pearl the second. All in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Thank you very much. Mr. Lees, good evening, engineers.
Good evening, the biggest item on the agenda is submission of the 2026 Slate Road application. I submitted an updated color coded road plan, updating all the roads in the city.
Does council have a copy of this?
No, it's, Tom has a copy there.
I have,
Just as proof that we actually have that.
goes back to 2015 is when I started doing, as well as a couple of previous streets that were done. At this point, we've updated into, we have 5 potential candidates for this coming year. I guess I would list the priority as Somerset, between Westminster and Plymouth Place. There's been some concerns about the Plymouth Place intersection that looks like a lot of deterioration. Also doing Greenlee Court, with the possibility of narrowing island for emergency access. Westminster, south of Somerset, as well as Woodbine between Poplar and Hamilton, just with that small section to go. The last one we have, I don't, West End, only because they're probably Borough line is right down the roadway. I don't think that's the discussion we want to have about paving half of it or having any kind of.
Right. The only thing I will say, or I had mentioned this for the meeting, but I have access to certain AI technologies at my job that I can probably get some free miles. I'd love to sort of fund that in the next couple of days using that technology to just confirm and corroborate sort of the assessment that you guys have been putting together over the years, so we have a baseline forward of that independent system. So if we can get that done quickly, I don't probably need a recommendation at this point. Put in submit 3 roadways, correct?
3 is the maximum we can submit. So yes.
Which number priority would be Somerset?
Somerset and Green/Westminster.
Somerset, I think I would also try and use the county because I would imagine that intersection is probably partly their responsibility coming off of Plymouth Place there, which is the county road.
Okay.
They may be that the issue might be in there right away or not. So this is one of those things where say, hey, look, this is on our list, we want to do this, is there a way we can get sort of, you know, a shared service where they can agree to fund X, or we get some other like kind contribution.
Because at that intersection, I mean, there's,
Right.
it gets really patchy, but also I don't think it's graded correctly and it pools, so, and I think that would be more of the county side of having it graded where.
If you're able to get the assessment done for that, focus on that intersection. You use that information.
Yeah, and that, yeah, so, okay. Other questions?
Do we have any dialogue with Pensacola, Cherry Hill? A couple years ago, we had like, I think they were doing like 5 things or 3 laying down in Cherry Hill somehow. Do we talk like once a year or have their plans?
We have in the past, but not recently,
Okay.
because most of our roads haven't intersected recently.
Okay.
But when they do,
We
contact,
reach out.
yeah.
I know, that's why.
I wouldn't suggest they'll reach out to us, but we do reach out. Now, if West End was the number one priority,
That's-
they would just reach out and talk and say, hey,
But some of that's worse than West.
Yeah, as far as.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the grade intersection of this?
That, those are the areas where we're looking
Grade, there's potential candidates for repay. Those are what's happening with that.
anything else? Okay. So I'll get in touch with you next day. See if I can get those iPhones.
Okay. Yeah.
Response?
Um,
Council reports.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Shade Tree will be meeting, holding their monthly meeting this coming Thursday due to, monitor our tree count. Intake resident request for removal and assess, the deterioration of trees or lack thereof and make recommendations accordingly. That is what happens.
Questions? And you will use the browser on first.
Yes, I will. I don't know why it's so funny.
It's not time works. It's you. It's been.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's reports for tonight, starting with the work report. Money turnover for the month of June, $5,485.00, 273 cases added, 296 disposed, and for the month of May, there was 2 virtual sessions and 1 in-person session. For the diversity committee, had an active few weeks here. They were happy to participate in the Memorial Day ceremony, Memorial Day. They do plan on participating in the Borough birthday if it's scheduled. They do have a concerted effort to make the presence known a little bit more, mainly through increased social media content. Probably noticed they've got some of those increased as of lately. We're going to be more active with the Friday night markets, and we are currently working on a new logo and have shirts made available to the public just to show more of a visible presence of some of the upcoming events or acknowledgements for the diversity committee. We have Juneteenth coming up in a couple of weeks, and they were probably the month of August, but September will be expanded. And so I got for
Thank you. Yeah, please pass along. I noticed the update. I did speak about it. I appreciate, I think, professional manner. She's writing those things. She's writing those things. So, I think it's a really good one. Thank you. Questions from this panel? Mr. Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Your Honor. Start with the DPW. Still having some minor issues with the trash trucks, but we're keeping them together and moving that along. Street maintenance pothole repairs have begun and will continue on an as-needed basis. We're also looking at a shared service agreement for commercial street sweeping as part of a contract that we hope to see soon. Tree maintenance, there are approximately 50 tree stumps on the list that will be ground down over the next couple of weeks. Trash collection, we did switch over to the trash collector. We have had a couple of issues on some of our border streets that we know, like where we're up against Trail or Saucon, where I think the company kind of lost track of how far they went or didn't go far enough. So I did reach out to the chief before he has been in contact with them about that. As far as the playgrounds go, Wellwood Park received 35 yards of certified playground mulch, G said 10 yards. We had 4 sewer calls and no updates beyond that. The Board of Ed met on the 2nd of June. That was officially Mr. Strong's last meeting, and this is his last month as the CSA for Mercyville School. The Board of Ed did bring in an interim superintendent. They currently do not have a principal for the school as of the moment. So when Mr. Strong leaves at the end of this month, we will have a superintendent but no principal. They do not know how that will proceed. Their next meeting is set for the 2nd of July. Mercyville Business and Professional Association met on the 14th. They're just sort of plotting along for all of their individual events, like toy fair, different Monsterville things. OEM will be having a meeting tomorrow along with the police and fire chief. Board of Health meeting will be on the 12th, and that is all I have for this evening.
Thank you. Merit Court and trash collection been a fun subject matter.
Let's go. So I hadn't received it.
No, I'm asking, have you heard anything, and did we advise this group? If you're Kevin's having discussions about neighboring communities, I would let them know this is a problem area for us.
Yeah. I'll add that to my list to let them know tomorrow. Yeah, I haven't heard anything, I haven't received any emails, I haven't heard anything.
Something has to be.
There was something last
I didn't get it.
I'm sorry. Well,
See,
so I got it, it came back around,
Okay.
our trash guys went and picked it up, it was left, so, they did contact me suburban, let them know.
Okay, yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm just reinforced that one. That's not why I see that problem. Okay. Any other questions? Mr. Fitzgerald? Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. Sprouse?
Thank you, Your Honor. Nothing really virtual fire department, equipment takes their petition in November. Approved by background checks, Lucas Sinclair. He was just passing now on board. Fire prevention, 80 annual inspections were done so far, 2 re-inspections, code enforcement, 115 complaints. They don't have the pending closed, but it's usually like 5% or so. 3 sound inspections, 37 initial, 32 inspections. So we had, they did canvas in town, trying to raise some money. Your fest,
How's their membership? Total number of membership. Fire.
I think we're about 31, 32 in that. We're down a few.
Okay.
It used to be, I think I read about 40. We're about 32. Right.
I don't even know what's five.
Yeah, no, we're trying to be fun. Yeah.
Get old people retiring.
They have a lot of young ones still. It still continues that trend. Some that don't show up sometimes.
You know, retiring.
I'll say urgent.
They didn't, because
Getting ready to work here.
he's ignoring me. All right, thank you very much. Just quick.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mercyville Police for the month of May were involved in 1,441 incidents. 171 are proactive officer engagements with members of the community. Statistics include 209 traffic stops, 116 parking enforcement incidents, 10 arrests, and 1 DWI arrest. A couple other ways that the Mercyville Police Department is active with the community in the month of May. They had their annual bike rodeo at the center back on May 18th. They supported an event in St. Peter's on May 23rd. There was a handful of officers, Chief and Lieutenant Calloway, at the Memorial Day ceremony. That was by American Legion 68. And then they also gave pre-K students a tour of the police department, in the vehicles, towards the end of the month of May. Couple of selective traffic enforcement areas of interest. In the month of May, they revisited the Chestnut Street and Center Street intersection. Out of 110 proactive patrols, they observed 2 violations, gave 2 written warnings. I will say subsequently, and as rightfully voiced by Councilman Borough, with the Park Avenue being closed, Chestnut and Center is a very dangerous intersection at the moment, and I will say that I've been pleased to see, at least for the morning when the crossing guard is also getting and again, even with the police presence there, still I think drivers just not used to that intersection. I'm not used to that stop sign adjustment. I know what I'm saying. But again, so I expect there's more enforcement here in the month of June based on Park Avenue. And since I wasn't here in May, I just want to also mention back in April, the intersection of Walnut and Leslie that has stop signs, 90 proactive patrols, 6 violations, 5 written warnings, and 3 summonses came out of that. And then on the personnel front, again, just going back to April, April 18th was Detective Marone's last day. We have Officer Joe Mercado, been with the department now since May 5th. His training is going well as expected. His training should be completed by the end of July. And as he becomes full-time on the street, Officer Tyler Beach will be sliding over or supporting the detective bureau once Mercado is ready to go. That is all I have.
Thank you. On the Chestnut and Center Street intersection, it is an intersection of concern at certainly at peak hours, even when road work is not being done. Question whether we should look. I'm assuming signage there. We should look into some signs, maybe stop signs. And I hate to add more lights, crap there, but maybe the flashing stop signs will bring more attention to that. I don't know. I would just throw that out there to consider other traffic signal options that might alert drivers, in addition to having more frequent presence. Probably no. I don't ever want to say no. Just presence. Shake his head no. Probably right. Can we reverse this? I think it's pretty good. You mean stop only on center?
Technically, I think four-way stops. Four-way stops. You got that same. Same criteria. So you can do it.
Yeah, but it has to be
Put traffic. I don't think it ever has to see traffic. I just think trying to draw more attention, and I mean, I do think it's, first off, that video is just an offensive jerk to the driver.
Oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's just crossing arms in the middle of the street.
That's big plate.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine with mine.
Love our friends across the river, but all kidding aside, I do think we have to bring some more attention to it, because we have seen people confused, and I've seen people on Center Street who are stopping, right, who are just trying to figure out what's going on there. So I just, Sean, maybe speak with Tom,
yeah,
and Chief Patty, and see if there's just, I mean, let's not break the bank with this, but
no,
find ways to put something on that might work. There might be some solutions out there that are beneficial to us there. Park Ave should have one lane soon.
Right.
Once they begin
At the end,
road
yeah, at the end.
reconstruction.
Are they gonna keep just going one direction?
When
Are they gonna try to open up?
cool.
Those
I don't know the answer to that.
I think it'd be that
Probably most likely.
So the other piece that's popped up on my radar is what was we have the way how that intersection of Park Chestnut split two things that are no stop signs. So when you fly up, since still go to the park, people are coming up off the park, turning on Chestnut. There's a stop sign there to stop them when they go, right?
There's a stop sign.
There's no-
You're
You're going far.
Right.
It doesn't have to-
No.
There's not something.
Correct.
Yeah.
So Gilmore,
Yeah, so you're quick about Gilmore, stop sign on the one side,
Or
the opposite
figure
side.
Yeah,
But more importantly though, if you're coming down, like, through that other intersection, and you're trying to cut across the Gilmore, you also have the right of way. There's no stop sign there telling you to stop there, so you're gonna turn off the park onto Gilmore. You have two people with the right of way right there. So I don't know if we could add the stop sign.
But you can't also.
I think you're talking about the stop sign before they see the
Yeah.
sign stop.
No, I know that.
It should be around about, right? I know. I'm not
Yes.
gonna be around.
They just highlight
The
that.
folklore continues so that.
I'll be honest with you, I just never noticed there was two right of ways there until the other day when we were riding the bikes, we were going to go to Gilmore.
You're like taking your left and right.
Yeah, no, it's.
Maybe this will work. But each one of those bikes like that guy with all lights on it.
Yeah.
Music lights.
Right. Anyway,
Yeah, that's a tough intersection. But when if both sides are open, it's still chaotic, but people are way more cautious there. When park is.
When the park is
right
open,
now.
yeah, when the park is open, it's usually fun.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah, I was saying it right now, it's like,
you're saying. Okay.
come on,
Um,
they do it.
all right, I have nothing else. Any questions? Okay, Mr. Brown?
One resolution here tonight, budget for $1,500,000. Those, again, the majority of that is education, $6 million approximately. I also have another report this evening on the abandoned vacant properties. We have good news, 114 South Center. That's right, 148, thank you. So 148 South Center is sold. Did go for public auction, John bought it. He is coming to the borough. He is going to certify it as a single family home, bring back to single family home house. Does have 2 meters. It's actually registered as a single duplex, so it's been turned back to a duplex, but we'll going to abandon the duplex use and go redevelop it as a single family home. I can't quite tell if he's going to live in it himself, if he's going to sell it, but it looks like he's not going to rent it. He was talking about his daughter, but then he also himself being there, I guess, so recreational. But that brings the other thing, which is he has also agreed to pay the vacant property fees on the property as well as part of it. So we would be coming up with vacant property fees, not to the property. That said, he's looking to file an action against everybody else who has paid. That's it. That's everything.
Questions? All right. We will move on. Clerk report.
Thank you, Your Honor. As you know, the birthday celebration was canceled for Saturday and it's been postponed. Talked about this one Saturday, but now the weather on Saturday is not so good. So they're still in limbo on that.
Just so that worked out because the volleyball
So, yeah, that was unbelievable. And as a reminder, tomorrow's election day for everyone to vote. And we're pushing for parks and playgrounds registrations. Numbers are low this year, so tell your friends. And apparently there's not any kind of information going out of the school. We've asked several times. Is there? You have seen it because they're just not responding. And some people, I don't have the connection anymore with the school, and they say that they haven't seen it.
That's it.
Your class dojo?
Yeah.
Is this what
I don't know, I didn't look at that. Yeah, you
I
know.
thought I saw it.
Yeah, I thought I saw the class dojo, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if somebody would look and just let me know.
You see it? The kids in school, right?
Got one or two.
Yeah, I had a great day experience.
What was it, what did they put for Christmas?
Porta potties. I got hit.
Still?
That's
across the generations.
The presentations we had, not to get way off track. They wanted to put like the tiles on the basketball court, like, you know, you put tiles on top of the concrete glass holder and all this. They wanted, more trash receptacles throughout the borough. I explained everything.
I understand.
Got a bit. Well, I didn't hear the festivals, that would have been this,
That's
the
that
one
one.
that was Sean. My favorite, and I'm being serious about this, was the, frisbee golf. They wanted to put like a short course frisbee golf course. I get it, I don't know where you're gonna put it, but.
More fives on the board, like that.
People are.
I say you set it up inside the
Greenhouse,
You know, a lot of recreation stuff, porta potties, a lot.
All the posters will be up for display at the next meeting here at Borough Hall, so you can read them for the next one.
There's tax incentive readers.
I told them, I said, hey, you gotta find some money, like, you got the private dollars, are usually how we fund these things, volunteer effort to install them.
That's all.
That's all you have, okay. Questions, Mrs. Brown? No? Community development, is there a copy in here? Okay. From a business perspective, the old Bank of America is looking for a tenant. Actually, I think they're being planned down the road. I assume the shell at this point, they're waiting for a tenant to fit it out. And then 41 South Center, where I grew up as Jones Laundry. Right? Go Jones Laundry, and my man folds the laundry into paper bags. That smell is so good. I get that is close to completion upstairs. Those four of retail is.
Rumors that it might be the office space for.
Okay,
Potential.
all right. That would require variance, I think, but, all right, we'll figure that out. Lower Park tennis court refurbishment is almost finished. East Park, I talked about earlier. And then, we do have to list the same project, business professional service.
If it doesn't. That's, but again, another week.
Saturday's only for publishing, right?
I'm 40 cents, I think that this, and then we have some.
This is
Monday.
canceling the event. Just go with it. But I defer to the people, right? I'm not looking at you, just saying. That's all good, all right. Everything will never. CFO report, I got nothing, old business, new business, we have a number of resolutions, red light consent agenda, everyone aware of the contract we got, for, as we went out to the cell tower.
Yeah, I might for the special emergency.
That's the code systems for the borough, and every time we do a special resolution, and it'll last for several years. For all the resolutions that we pass. Code.
That's required.
Codes, 360, code systems.
And then.
So we kind of
special
have-
revenue?
That's, 2 grants that we got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the 2
Thanks.
grants
Could you just explain the stuff? I know we talked. I was thinking that. You know?
around the people.
Oh, is that what
And then
it's occupants in the roof?
No, not on the roof, in the cupola, and then, but it is on this roof,
Yeah.
on the police, roof, but it's already there and it's attached mainly to the wall.
Yeah.
With the brackets on the floor, but they're mainly on the wall, so they're not gonna move or change anything, because it's the same vendor that we have.
That's what. I don't know if they're doing upgrades.
Can we move it right up?
Yes,
2%, that's the 3%.
well, it was 31,000, we're getting for now, it's 36,500 for the first year, and then 2.5% every year.
It's basically going green. It's water emissions. And TTI environmental, that's something we're going through that process. Okay, I'll read the resolutions, record and vote that. Resolution 2570, March for corporation planning retail consumption license. Resolution 2571, Tulsa Merchant LLC primary retail distribution license. Resolution 2572, First J side primary distribution license. Resolution 2573, work contract for bridge for site tower, New Jersey 7003 Marshall. Resolution 2574, special emergency codification. Resolution 2575, chapter 159, special items of revenue. And resolution 2576, authorization to hire TTI environmental redevelopment mediation resolution. Second, Mr. Kerwin, first, Mr. Woods, second, roll call, please.
Mr. Benjamin?
Yes.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. McGloom?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Brazza?
Yes.
Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Okay, we have, two ordinances for, that will be considered for adoption by the first council. First is chapter 25, please.
It's fees for solar panel.
So the construction code official asked us to put these fees in for solar panels. And also,
Okay. What's the second one?
second one is that comes chief or has to do with, yeah, so that's point out.
No, does it eliminate the right?
No,
No, I'm saying like, it's eliminating the requirement. The way I read it, it sounded like you were gonna allow people to park for $20.
So we are eliminating the $1 for residents to pay for the parking fee. We are only having temporary parking. Anybody that wants to stay overnight for 24 hours, temporary, more than 24 hours. So normally you can just call and say someone to stay. If you want something more permanent, but they don't live here, then you pay $20 for them to get the overnight.
Right, that one.
It used to be less, now it's $20, because we eliminated the $1 fee for the regular residents.
So can visitors, can you still call and get a?
Yes, you can still,
yeah, for one night, but again, you're gonna go more than one
you're
night.
gonna extend a period of time, if you're not a resident, then you get the $20 parking permit for to park in front of someone's house.
So like, family comes down, visits for Christmas for a week. They pay $20 a week.
Yes, and there's no tax.
Usually, I understand.
I'm just asking questions, trying to understand.
You can always call for.
Whatever happened, my bigger concern was population and like allowing everyone to get free pass for a day.
Whatever happened to online registrations? We never got that going. I know there's some issues because it's always on duty.
Online for parking,
Like, yeah,
well, they ask for your driver's license. I think that was what the issue was. You have to prove that you are a resident and your license.
no, I never went to 24, it was overnight parking, so like, if you ever arrested or someone staying.
Right.
Maybe we talk about yours, I don't.
I know it's a call in, I think it might be an online too, but I'm not 100%
Now,
sure.
you don't know anything online, and I think there was like a really brief conversation that there was the find a portal type setup for that.
Email or something?
Yeah, something.
I think it's I do too. Yeah, I think they check it each night and then they accept calls, so.
I'll do the first one first.
But or the ordinance, because this is an annual thing, it's annual.
I don't think so, only if you change your vehicle.
No, temporary, that was, isn't it? Temporary is only a year.
It is?
It's the hanky tax, it was a temporary $20. I'm pretty sure.
Just verifying that. that's all.
Yeah. Figure that out. Can you confirm with him?
Do you know?
Both of them, man. Says temporary. All right,
Okay, sorry, thank you.
we'll introduce it, figure it out, you know, vote on it on July 14th. Ordinance 2508, chapter 5.
So,
Second, first, second, any discussion on introduction of that ordinance? Hearing none, roll call please.
Mr. Benjamin?
Yes.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. McLean?
Yes.
Mr. Kerner?
Yes.
Mr. Radford? Mr. Woods?
Yes.
All right, next is ordinance 2509, chapter 86. Draft Borough of Birchville. Second. Mr. Kerner with the first, Mr. Woods with the second, any discussion? Hearing none, do a roll call for introduction.
Mr. Benjamin?
Yes.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. McLean?
Yes.
Mr. Kerner?
Yes.
Mr. Radford?
Yes.
Mr. Woods?
Yes. Just real quick, before we go into, go ahead and do the
Actually, Mr. Mayor, if I could walk on.
Yes.
I have an application here for use of public property.
Is
I gave
this
him a
historical
copy.
society?
It's the same one, perfect, yeah. So this is, the Emergency Historical Society is asking to use Wellwood Park on Saturday, August 16th. They will be bringing in a Civil War brass band into town. There will be 7 to 8 people. Expect a modest crowd of 40 to 50. Gotta bring your own chairs. And, that's about it. It's been signed off by all government officials.
Will it be union soldiers?
They will be doing that, confirm that.
Are we working our way, my question is, are we working to reenact the battle of Birchville?
If it was a skirmish or a
Skirmish, yeah.
battle,
Skirmish. Feels not very big. Maybe some.
I will talk to Mr. Walters, I'm sure.
See if we can do there.
I just want to
Today.
bring in a perspective about it.
It is a grass contest.
Oh, good, so that'll work nice.
What?
It's a day of the garden towards
And we're gonna have healing garden.
well. Did we ask?
And the birthday.
Did we ask them all? We asked them all over, so we can get the park.
I will try to get their signature.
It's either second or third about that.
Damn.
Mr. Quinn with the motion.
Second.
Mr. Sherwood, second. Opposed, all in favor, support, motion carries.
So if you sign that one, I'll take that.
All right, go ahead.
Mine, I guess.
Yeah,
The one band shows up, right?
Mr. Kerner,
At this time, I'd like to move resolution 2577. Discussed, it was
first, Mr. Kerner, second, Mr. Speraza.
Mr. Benjamin?
Yes.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. McLean?
Yes.
Mr. Kerner?
Yes.
Mr. Radford? Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Just briefly on that, what was up there, work, but I wanted to let everybody know that the community center surpassed $10,000 in rent in a single month, first time in history.
Wow,
The property, so that is great,
it's great.
great deal. Revenue for 2025, booked revenue, booked or matched, so it's a combination of 85,870. So, we've had a lot of low level rentals and, strategies. So Elizabeth, our office did a great job. And, this report, I don't know if it's in the center. Okay, so if you want to copy this report digitally or something like that, it's pretty fast. Sure, we have. All right. I don't know any other announcements. Do you have any other announcements?
I have a parking. It is for the life of the unit. the, 1 year or less at discretion.
That sounds really shaky.
Is that in the ordinance? Is that in the ordinance?
That's moving. I don't know if
I
that should be.
Who wrote that?
Okay, I'll finish straight
Yeah. Or less.
I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
I'm gonna say that's it.
Who's gonna say yeah?
No, I'm gonna say this one.
So,
First, and second, for us. All in favor? Abstentions? The adjourned 12. Thank you very much.
just do that and then I'll.
Yeah.
You got that? Strong paper.
You have to make sure, you know,
Sean, who is,